Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of James Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word and diligence in the truth. And now this lesson is going to be that Cornelius is in fact a Israelite man. He has told by our apostles and elders first. But I'll go back into this lesson to grab some words to prove that Cornelius is an Israelite, for those that may not believe, or those that may just not know, may be new in the faith. So this is Acts 10, and it reads, there was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band. Now when Christians read it, or when Jake, without their eyes open, read that, they're thinking, oh, Italian, he's immediately a Edomite, immediately a white man. No, man. You gotta understand that in the New Testament, the scriptures speak about what? Those same individuals in the Old Testament who were given the law, who were given the covenant. These are the same individuals with the second covenant, man. The only difference is, their appearance may look different, and the place in where they grew up is different. When we going throughout the scriptures say we were scattered as part of the curse, man. So Apostle Paul written all these letters. They were addressed to churches where Israelites were dwelling, man, through that diaspora, through that scattering, When we go into the book of James 1:1, it tells us, James, a servant, matter of fact, I'm just reading, James 1:1, James, a servant of God, of Yahweh and the Lord Yahushai, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Meaning what? They're scattered across the globe, man. So, let's get back into it. It says, there was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band. And the thing is, too, Cornelius served in what you would call the army, man. And he had a high position within that regiment. And it's the same with Jake today in the U.S. Army, man. Does that make them not an Israelite because they serve for Esau in the moment? No. But continue, it says a devout man. Now we understand this word devout. It says a devout man and one that feared Yahweh with all his house, which gave much alms to the people and prayed to the Most High Yahweh always. Now, when we go into this word devout, these are not characteristics which fit an Edomite, man. It says devout, a pious or dutiful. Let's look up pious. It says a religious, devoutly religious, marked by or showing reverence or devotion, divine worship. So he showed divine worship unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Esau can't do that because he's not a spiritual man. Now, let's get to even more of it. It says a godly is a synonym of this. Esau ain't godly, man. We understand this. That's plain. Esau is not a godly man. It says, one that feared the Most High with all his house, which gave much alms. And so what? He was tithing and was generous. It says, when you read it in NLT, he was a devout man, fearing the Most High, Yahweh, as was everyone in his household. He gave generously to the poor and prayed regularly to the Most High Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right, so he was praying without ceasing, man. It says, now, it's another word that I want to grab because we're going to get into even more why Cornelius is an Israelite. We're going to go into the book of Matthew. Matthew 6. Matter of fact, I also wrote it down. Token. That was the point. Kind of. It's like I look back at the notes. The points I want to touch, and it was on prayer. I gotta read 3. It says, he saw in a vision, evidently about the 9th hour of the day, and an angel of Yahweh coming into him and saying unto him, Cornelius. And when he looked on him, he was afraid and said, what is it, Lord? And he said unto him, thy prayers and thine alms are come up for a memorial before Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Now the scripture says prayers and alms came up for a memorial unto the Most High. Now let's read it in NLT. It says Cornelius. We'll start 3. One afternoon about 3 o'clock he had a vision in which he saw an angel of Yahweh coming toward him. Cornelius, the angel said. Cornelius stared at him in terror, right? What is it, sir? He asked the angel. The angel's replied, your prayers and gifts to the poor have been received by God as an offering. Now, the scriptures tell us which angel bringeth forth the prayers unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Is that Tobit 12? Nope. 12 and 15. It says, I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels which present the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One. So, Raphael, that's how you said Raphael in Hebrew. Rapha means to heal, right? So the healer of the Most High, Raphael, right? I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels, which present the prayers of the saints. So only the prayers of the saints are being given unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because the scriptures tell us in the book of Proverbs what? That the prayer or the prayer of the abomination, it's like the prayer of the wicked. I'm gonna grab it. Is an abomination unto the Lord, right? It says Proverbs 15:8. I'll read 15:8 and 15:29. It says the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. This is 15:29. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is far from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous. Right? So I combine both precepts. I like it. But it says that he's far from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous, which means what? Cornelius had to be a righteous man, because the Lord heard his prayers. The angel came down unto him, right? And the scriptures also tell us that what? That he delivered the prayers of the saints. No wicked man, or Esau ain't praying until Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. First off, he's not praying unto our power. And if he did, his prayer isn't being delivered unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai by an angel, and it being received, man. Because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and those descendants of them, man. He was given unto a chosen people, and those chosen people happen to be Israelites, man. Now it said the prayer of the saints. Now I want to grab, because we understand that the scriptures tell us in the book of Psalms 149, and he showed his words unto Jacob. It's like he showed his words unto Israel. It's like unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel, man. Paraphrasing. It's like I'm a little stopped up. Right? Now I want to get into that word saints, because saints are hallowed, right? And we're going to go into that word hallowed. And I'll grab it from the book of Matthew 6, from the Lord's Prayer. There's Matthew 6. And 9. It said, after this manner, therefore, pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That's coming from the book of Matthew 6 and 9. Oh, they get in the blue letter? Because the saints are hallowed. G37, and the word is hagaizo, or hagiazo. It says to render or to acknowledge. And we just read that that's what happens when Raphael sends those prayers. They're being acknowledged by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. They're sent to the angel and acknowledge. Hey, these are hallowed. Only men of the Lord are being hallowed, man. The elect are hallowed. It says to render or acknowledge, to be separate from profane things and dedicated to Yahweh, as Cornelius was, as the elect are. Because profane is what? Outside of the temple, man. Unclean. It says consecrated things to Yahweh. Dedicate people to Yahweh. Right? To purify, to cleanse externally, free from the guilt of sin. Ultimately, being what? Cleansed, man. You know? Being cleansed. And these are the 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee into the image of Baal. And these are all characteristics or scriptures that fit who? The elect, or men of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai who are chosen, man. The 144,000 or 1/3. And Cornelius was indeed a Israelite. To purify internally by renewing of the soul. And that is only given unto Israelites, man. To be reborn. You know, as the book is only for us. To consecrate, to venerate, to hallow, to be holy, to sanctify. You know? But that's the point right there, man. Cornelius was indeed an Israelite. Or it's like is indeed an Israelite. You know, and I just want to bring out this lesson to the body. And Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Baruch HaKodash, and double honors unto the elders and apostles of JMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.